there's one young boy from the way. He done time, but it come without play. Try to tell him that crime don't pay.
Try to tell him that crime don't pay.
Plus he's on edge cause they know where he stay. He was outside trying to get roads taped. All the chilled in Netflix with Bay. But now it's 10 toes on the
Damps.
Okay, so today Emily had a client. You were honest with him. You told him that you were running
20 minutes late,
Yeah.
and then he walked out. As he was walking out, I reminded him of our cancellation policy.
Yeah.
So we charge you whatever,
Yeah.
right? On his way out, he gave me the finger.
Show them what finger.
He gave me this finger. I was standing right here cutting, so I could have gone off.
Yeah. It's actually better that you got that reaction right away.
Yeah.
Instead of him actually building a relationship and then, because that's in his character, right? It's in his
100%.
character, so you don't have to
And
deal with
that's the
that.
thing,
Yeah.
when it comes down to it, I don't want people like that sitting in my chair anyways.
No.
Well, imagine you give him a good haircut, he loves you, and then he comes back and you're late one time, and then he starts
Then it's
losing
like-
his shit
Then it would just be
completely.
like,
He's like, what? I booked with you, you know, this never happens. And then you're like, well, dude, like, this is life. It does happen. I understand, like, sometimes, you know, when you're really late, okay, it sucks.
Emily, what's your biggest problem with barbering? Do you have like an issue with it? Or
I have
is
an
it just,
issue?
like,
What's your beef?
do you have any beef?
What do you think?
Uh,
What do you think?
what do I think? I'm asking you what you think.
Yeah.
No, of course, but of course, there's
Say it.
there's problems. People still can't believe in women being good at barbering.
That's odd though, no? Because it's not.
I mean, of course it's odd, but it's also expected. It's just like,
If you don't go to a doctor and you're like,
thank you, exactly. Some client, like when I had first started, a client had asked me like, what's the female word for barber? And I was like, it's barber.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the female word for doctor? It's doctor.
Well, it's like, yeah.
There's a lot of people who still don't think that like women belong in the industry at all.
So is that fire for you?
Of course, because I have a thing for proving people wrong.
Yeah.
So I love doing that. And if a client comes in and they doubt my capabilities,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill their haircut and
Yeah.
prove them wrong. Kind of thing. It's happened plenty of times. You guys have seen it. Like it happens more often than it should.
yeah, I remember.
That's why I don't like the term female barber though, or lady
That's
barber.
why
Yeah,
it's just
I think-
barber.
I think
Or they
it's-
have
Just barber.
competitions, they have
So
like
whack.
female barber
Yeah. It
categories.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because then it becomes like NBA and WNBA.
Yeah,
And it's not
yeah.
necessarily like a physical.
They're not held to the same standard.
No.
No.
And
But it's
I
weird
want
because
to be
women
held to
are
the same standard.
terrific with any
The
like
detail.
details. Well, when you look at hair, they're amazing. You look at makeup, anything that's for Hollywood,
Like
for
aesthetics.
aesthetics, yeah, is women.
Yeah.
And women definitely elevate the game when it comes to barbering for men. Because if you look at the salon, when all the men went to the salon, they started getting like just more attention to detail in a sense. Where in terms of like customer service wise and like just being clean, not feeling dirty, feeling relaxed.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's another, like it's the same side, like the same argument, but the other side of the spectrum.
What?
When I was in hairdressing school, whenever I was doing a woman's hair, some of them would be like, oh, you know, like I've only had good experiences with men when it comes to hairdressing. And I was like, you know, like just the fact that I have like a hairy chest doesn't mean like all of a sudden
Yeah. Always.
I'm gonna give them the best blow dry of their life, you know? Like it has no, in fact, like my blow dry is like, I wasn't even that into hairdressing when I was in school. I just wanted to be a barber, but I just wanted a diploma. So it's like even like when somebody has like afro hair and they see like me and M and they want a haircut, it's like I can understand why you'd be reluctant, but if I'm telling you I can cut your hair, there's a certain level of confidence you have to go with, because
100%.
you can get cut by somebody who has the same hair and still get jacked up, you know?
Yeah.
Like I remember Emily, I cut this when Emily and I went to.
But you know, not everybody though. Sorry to cut you off. Not every shop holds each other, like each barber to the same.
Well, I'll give an example.
Same standard. And another thing too is not every shop wants to see everybody in the shop kind of like be on that same level. If you want to be able to, if you're double booked, you can send your client to somebody within the same shop and know that they can be taken care of. You know. But like for me, I didn't want to work next to anybody who's like trash. You know, like who I felt like couldn't do things that I could do. Just because it doesn't make it doesn't motivate. It's not motivating at all. You know, to work.
I'll give a story.
Yeah.
When Emily and I were cutting hair at the shelter, there was this guy from Ghana,
Yeah.
and he had really soft curls, right? Still really kinky curly, but really the texture itself was super soft and silky.
Yeah.
Which I know if you ever cut somebody from like West Africa, they tend to have that hair. So I cut his hair, and I did a good job. Like I was, you know, and he was super stoked, and he's like, you know what, man, like even people back home don't know how to cut my hair. So I'm like, he was really blown away. It's not about the perception. It's just about the person.
Yeah.
So you really have to interact with whoever's cutting your hair on such a personal level. That's why this industry will never die, because it's so personal. You know, whether or not the shop exists, there's always going to be somebody cutting hair somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's why the value is way more than just $20. Way more. Like, if you think that a shop is only worth, like a cut is only worth that much, then you really, A, don't care about your community, and B, you don't care about yourself.
Damps.